All right, we've seen increased physicality from Mitch Marner and the Leafs as a whole since they last played Boston a month ago. No doubt about that. Remember, Sheldon Keefe said, and I quote, he hated everything about their response.
He wasn't the only one.
Oh, everybody did. It went completely viral. With, Marchand takes out Liljegren. No one responds. So, do the Leafs have something to prove in what feels to me like a show-me game?
They have something to prove, Gino, but if they're going to make the whole game about getting a pound of flesh on Brad Marchand, they've lost the plot. And many teams have fallen into that trap before with this guy. So if you want to make it about getting retribution on Marchand, you're going to lose that game. You want to challenge him to a fight early on? That's great. If he obliges, that's awesome. I don't think he will. He's been shown that he doesn't really do that kind of stuff.
Smart.
He's the ultimate pest. But if the Leafs want to play the Boston Bruins hard, physical, initiate contact. Guess what? The Boston Bruins, they have star players you can go after as well. You can go after Marchand, Pasternak, McAvoy, Lindholm. You can initiate the physicality, and the best thing the Leafs could do, it would be to play a complete game for 60 minutes, get a lead in that game, and hold on to that lead, which is something they haven't really done. But if they do that against the Boston Bruins, that would be proving your point. Physicality, play a complete game.
I want to follow up something you just mentioned. Toronto coughed up yet another lead Thursday, but held on for the shootout win over a sub-500 Seattle Kraken team. Still just 5 wins in regulation for the Leafs. Only the Habs have less wins in regulation. But Keefe says they're in a good spot with 23 teams below them in the standings. Is Keefe right? Or is there reason for concern?
He is right. I like the glass half full look at things because let's just say things haven't gone according to plan for the Leafs. Austin Matthews,
understatement.
He hasn't been great. They've blown some leads. The blue line has been decimated. They haven't had great goaltending from Ilya Samsonov. Joseph Woll's been pretty good, but they're still at a really good spot in the standings. So what happens when Austin Matthews starts filling the back of the net? What happens when you get reinforcements on the blue line? For me, Gino, it's only going to get better for this team. If this is the worst of it, if they've weathered the storm here this season, things are only going to get better. And they've still situated themselves in a good spot in the standings to make some noise here down the stretch in the season. So it's still early. I think reinforcements are coming for this team, whether it's goals from more players up front or on the back end, injured players coming back. This is probably the worst it gets for the Leafs this season.
They better get better, my friend, because it really doesn't matter what happens in the regular season.
And you can save this clip. I don't know if it's going to come back.
Oh, we'll save it. Trust me, we'll save it. By the way, Joseph Woll finished November with 5 wins. It's been more than a decade since a Leaf rookie goalie had that many wins in a month. It was James Reimer. He had 9 in March of 2011.